You know what's a big topic of conversation as of right now? The fact that not only that Fortnite OG is here permanently and that we're experiencing Fortnite Chapter 1 Season 1, but also the fact that that didn't have skill-based matchmaking, meaning it was just like Chapter 1 originally where you could just load in with literally anybody, but now they actually added back skill-based matchmaking, and a lot of people are very mixed on this, so let's just get into it. What's good, everybody? I'm the Rage Quit Guy, back again with another commentary or drama video, whatever you want to call this. I actually saw this from KLARQUE here. I saw a video from Clen earlier today as of me recording this, so we're just gonna get right into it. So pretty much, yeah, a lot of people are very mixed on the whole skill-based matchmaking thing being added right back into Fortnite OG, which, yeah, a lot of people preferred it where it didn't have skill-based matchmaking, which I'm going to say what my thoughts are, and then I'm going to go right into this. As someone who always does play bot lobbies because I do like to grind out the game rather than sweat my way over to come to level 200, I actually really liked how Fortnite OG was, where it was really tough to get a win because everybody was really good. It probably would have been a little bit easier bet back in the day, but at the same time, we are at a day and age where we're all the way in Chapter 6. All those people who probably were not the best at the game back in the day are probably pros by now. So therefore, that's why it feels like the lobbies are very, very sweaty. But it actually was fun. I actually played with my friend here, and I actually did get a win in original Fortnite OG where there was no skill-based matchmaking. And the win actually felt pretty rewarding. I haven't felt anything like that since since somewhere in Chapter 1 when they didn't have skill-based matchmaking at the time. I myself, of course, don't like the fact that I can't do my bot lobbies in OG, but this is why I feel like there should just be an option to turn on and off skill-based matchmaking if you want to. I don't know how hard that is to implement, but this is what I think on it. I do think, yeah, OG probably, as much as I like the skill-based matchmaking because it's the reason why I can make bot lobbies, I do agree that, yeah, OG should have just kept skill-based matchmaking out of there. If you guys think differently than what I think, I do get that, of course. You can think however you feel like. I ain't gonna judge ya. But now we're actually gonna start talking about what Clark said in his tweet here. This is kind of the main reason why I wanted to talk on this. I'm not gonna read that first part because it's just him, making a little introduction. I'm just gonna start right here. First off, I am not a fan of them putting bots in OG. I was getting my ass kicked in that mode. Still haven't gotten a dub yet. I even played with my boy, Rylick himself, I think that's how you say that, who's cracked, and we still couldn't win. To be fair, we played duo squads, and it still did pretty well. So did I with my friend. However, not once did I think to myself, oh golly gee, this should sure feel more rewarding with bots. It became a challenge, and although bringing OG Fortnite back exposed the flaws of returning to that gameplay style with modern players, it gave me something exciting to fight for again. Once again, I still haven't gotten an OG win, but I feel like if I do now, it's substantially cheapened because I'll have to deal with bots. Bot lobbies, even for trash players, are objectively unfulfilling. You honestly think you got a win because you had a 13 kill game with 9 of them being bots and the 3 real players you scaled them were off spawn with no weapons? I think he kind of misspelled kill right there. He said skilled. Wow, congrats. You had to fight real hard to get that win. Even though we all sucked back in the days of original Fortnite, it was terrifying to play, and that's when you got a win, it really meant something. That's why people got used to post their victories on Facebook and get all their friends talking about how crazy their game was. For a moment, Epic brought back this with no bots inside of OG Fortnite. I heard many people give this analogy, but I think it's very fitting. Bot lobbies are the ultimate participation trophy. Agreed with that, yeah. Now here's the other side of the coin. Fortnite intrinsically, I think is how you say that, is a sweaty game. It always has been that way. That's the nature of Battle Royale. However, the difference with Fortnite is that because there's so much wacky stuff, even in zero build, it naturally has a higher skill gap. Think if you were to jump into Fortnite today with zero context, how much stuff will you have to learn about and adapt to? Because of this, as a new player, I could totally understand how playing against real players would be frustrating. Not to mention, it's not the same as when people like me started playing 7 years ago. We all sucked back then. That's totally different from the people who start now that suck. that have to go up against cracked players. So with that being said, what is Epic supposed to do? For any player of decent skill level, they are not going to want bots. I don't think it's right that half decent players like me and people of higher skill level have to deal with bots. We don't want them. That's what made Remix so unbearable to play for the first 3 weeks. There were way too many bots and the fights were too far in between. You can't get better playing bots. However, if you're new to Fortnite, it's also hard for you to get better if you're not getting crapped on all day. They're not living more than 30 seconds because everyone you come up against is more seasoned. I think he meant skilled. I think Fortnite has gotten to a point where it needs a training / practice mode for Battle Royale. Something that is 80% bots, 20% real players for new people coming into the game. After you get comfortable, there you then play the main Battle Royale and have to really fight for your victory royale. Battle Royale is supposed to be hard. It's you versus 99 other people. Last man standing wins. There can only be one winner. If you don't like the idea of that, you need to play another mode. And for the people who want to participate in the true essence of what a Battle Royale is like, they shouldn't be punished with bots. It's an interesting conversation, and these are my initial thoughts, but I want to talk more about it on a stream and blah blah blah. You guys get the idea. This right here is the reason why I got nothing but respect for the homie Clark. My dude is actually seeing both sides of the coin. I myself do my best to try to see both sides. That's why I usually talk to a lot of my friends to see what they think on some of this stuff. But we're going to be looking at a few replies on his little tweet here. Blue-Eyed Devil here says, I don't care so much about bots as I do better skill-based matchmaking. I do think those complaining about the bots and not being able to beat up on casuals should be able to play ranked, in parentheses right here, needed sooner rather than later for those players. OG has not been fun, I get spanked immediately. This is something I actually did hear about. First of all, I do know that the OG Fortnite should be getting its own ranked mode, first of all. Secondly, this argument about if you want to really challenge or something like that, you should go play ranked or something like that. I've heard that one a lot. I have seen a lot of people kind of disagree with that. I gotta disagree with my dude here. I do think that the fact that everybody is really tough, it kind of makes it a little bit more special. Again, that's kind of what I said at the beginning of the video here. Defaulting says, I don't know, man. Why play a competitive shooter if you don't expect a challenge? Of course you're not good at the game when you start, but it just seems like it's just like a sport. It takes time to learn. Don't understand people's obsession with getting things handed to them. And that I actually do agree with. I don't like the idea of just getting everything just handed to you. I feel like because we've had skill-based matchmaking for so long now, since the beginning of chapter 2, I think, or something, since we've had that, people have just been getting used to this, being able to win a little bit easier, rather than actually feeling like they're having a challenge and trying to win. I do like this guy actually using a sport as an example. It does actually take time to learn. Then again, that there is a lot of other people who are better than you at sports. But then again, that doesn't mean that you can't learn to try to get better. I myself have trouble getting good at the game, so but I am accepting of it though. Outrage in the community over this. It's genuinely pretty cringe. The first day of OG, everyone was complaining that there was too many sweats in there and the loophole was bad. This is how OG was. The second day, everybody is complaining about it being too easy. Yep, that's the Fortnite community for you. Everybody just, no matter what you do, if you try to make one side happy, the other side is going to be angry, and then vice versa. I don't know too many instances where both people are happy. If anybody can tell me in the comments if there's any situations where both people were happy and all that, feel free to let me know. If you're getting your butt kicked in OG, then you are just horrible, plain and simple. It should not be difficult for any player of intermediate level of gaming to win. I heard this one from Clen right here when I saw his video earlier. Does anybody remember the Thanos Infinity Gauntlet mode? I'm not talking about the endgame mode, I'm talking about the original one from Chapter 1, Season 4. Something like that is something that I've kind of missed back in the day, where Thanos, he was like this overpowered thing that you just know you didn't have a chance against winning. So the fun of it kind of was running away and also working together with the entire lobby to try to kill him. I believe people did the same thing with Doom's Chosen in the Marvel season, but I actually really like the way they did this. But you guess what? But then Clint says also if you switch this with a Reaper skin or John Wick, how they're considered to be really good at back in the day. If you switch it with a John Wick skin or Reaper, then next thing you know, oh, this guy's a sweat. He needs to touch grass. I don't like this guy. Something that a lot of people aren't thinking of. I feel like just because somebody is better at the game than you doesn't mean that they need to touch grass or something like that. I know it's a common thing that sometimes some people will say. I said this in my fits of rage, but I don't actually mean it. The whole oh, this person's trying to grind for the FNCS. Not everybody is trying to grind for the FNCS or the World Cup. They're just really good at the game. It's okay when you're good at the game and you just destroy everybody, but at the second somebody else is better than you, then it's a problem. To end this off, I'm just gonna say what I said earlier again. Epic should just make a setting, if possible, to where you can toggle on skill-based matchmaking. Or maybe have a practice mode or something like that for people who don't know how to play the game, for them to learn the game. I remember on mobile, I believe it was on mobile, before it was originally banned back in Chapter 2, Season 3, there was a tutorial that you were actually able to play. Why doesn't that exist in console or PC or anything like that? People have to make their own versions of it in creative. So that's actually where I'm going to leave this up though. What do you guys think about this? What do you think Epic should do? Do you guys think that Epic should just can't toggle off the skill-based matchmaking again? Do you think they should keep it up for Fortnite OG? What do you guys think in the comments? Hopefully you guys enjoyed though. If you did, let me know with a like. Comment down below your thoughts on everything I just talked about. If y'all are trying to support me, my code is RageQuickGod. And I'll see y'all around.